Step 2. Search and download the SB's wallet. Step 3. Create your SB's wallet account by logging in with your King's Chat ID. Step 4. Load SB's token into your wallet by clicking on the Buy tile in the app. This requires the use of your bank card. Step 5. Send your giving to merchant code HSCH. Give with the King's Pay app. Kindly select King's Pay option and click on the blue tab to give. Fill in the details such as your name, email address, preferred currency, amount, and your card information. Proceed to give. Another option is to give with your card. Kindly select the Give with Credit/Debit Card option. Fill in your details such as your name, email address, preferred currency, amount, and frequency of giving, or make a pledge. Then proceed to give with your card. You can also choose to give with the PayPal option. Kindly select the PayPal option and click on the blue tab to give. Sign into your PayPal account and proceed to give. You can as well give using the electronic giving option. Kindly select the Bank e-Transfer option to see the list of available banks. After a successful transfer, kindly send us an email at onlinegiving@enterthehealingschool.org. Your giving will help extend the healing power of God to billions more in need around the world. God bless you.
I have a story that I know will stir up your faith. It's a story of someone who, through her faith, changed her condition. I have here with me Baby Rikin, and she's here to tell her story. And with this, I want to welcome Baby to the studio. Baby, you are welcome.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. And I know you have a story to tell us. Can you talk to us? Tell us your story, Baby.
Yes, sir. My story is started, I would say started 2019, but it was something, high blood pressure I was suffering for when 25 years now. The high blood pressure was there. Then suddenly 2019, I was having some chest pain and different complications, and when I sleep, it's my tongue like clicking on my mouth. Then I went to the hospital for Royal Free for them to check out what it was. So when I went to the hospital, they told me that I have blood flowing up. Is dropping out of my valve, the valve of my heart. Then, oh my gosh, I said no. Then, because of that, I said I have to, I have to look for God. Yes, I went to TV. That day I went to TV. I don't forget that day. I put like this. I don't know how I came to, the first channel I got to is Love World. And I saw Pastor, our lovely pastor, preaching. Normally, to be honest with you, when I hear Pastor, I just flip. But this time, something has stopped. I was hearing him. He was telling you that you can change your world with your mouth. You cannot die, but live for the glory of God. I was listening to him. I said, because what my mind was telling me, and what the hospital told me that my blood was flicking. You know how you will feel when you have the bad story. And I go to church, but I don't have that kind of strong belief I can use my mouth. We're just looking for people to pray for you. But that day, Pastor was saying, you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. That was what really
got your attention.
Got my attention. Then I didn't leave that the Love World TV anymore. Then I stood there, I was watching. Then that was now my channel where I was looking, thinking, and meditating with Pastor. So that after that day, not that within the year, within that period, because it was sit down, everybody was sitting at home. Then we don't have anything. My husband will sit downstairs. I go upstairs and put Love World. I was listening to Love World, and there was the day they did prayer for all nations. So
Global Day of Prayer.
Yeah. Then, but Pastor, what I caught from Pastor is that I use this phrase telling my friend, when you go to Christ Embassy, you learn how to do it for yourself, because I keep depending on people to pray for me. But Pastor keeps telling you, do it, pray. So the one I learned that time, greater is it that live in me than that one that live in the world. You know, so I keep using that word. And then with another one is Christ, you know, died and he died with us, he raised with us, and he's sitting at the right hand of Father with us. So we are reigning. So when I heard all these things, I said, oh, so I can then pray for myself. No, I didn't know I can do it.
You could change your condition.
I could change my condition. Then I start doing it. I was, you know, but you know, I'm not very good then to even to pronounce. I'm supposed to be a Christian, you know, and I'll call myself a strong Christian. But when Pastor finished with me, then I was looking. I said, what will I do to get this man around us, you know? So we keep looking. I keep saying, I tell my husband, how can we get this man? This is our pastor.
See, your story is very interesting, okay? Because this is very peculiar.
Yeah.
Now, you were diagnosed with a condition,
yeah,
and which was very bad.
Yes.
The heart condition, and then all of that, and
then
yes, and you got in touch with the message of the man of God, Pastor Chris, by watching him on TV, and what got your attention was the message. You kept listening and watching Pastor consistently until your spirit took a hold of the message. And then you said two key things. You are reigning in life today.
Yes.
Then number two, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Because he says you died with him, you were buried with him, you were raised with him, and you are seated with Christ in heavenly places. That means you are reigning. Yes. So with that, confidence came to you.
Came to me.
You knew you could come out of the condition.
Oh, yes.
All right, go on, tell us
the
rest.
Suddenly they then wrote me and said, because you are so and so age, that you have to come into the hospital in July 2020, that I have to come into the hospital, and that they want to operate me. So I refused. They started threatening. Then, I said, we discussed it. I said, let me go. Then when I went there, they did their operation they did. From nowhere, after I came out from the operation, they brought me into the recovery room. I felt somebody slap me. Then I fell back. I went into coma for 4 good days.
Wow.
4 good days I was in coma. So I was struggling. Then there's something I learned again. Speaking in tongues. I don't like speaking in tongues. I was thinking that if you speak in tongues, I'll be looking at you like, what is he doing? Or what is she doing? So because I was conscious of those things, and speaking in tongues, when I start, because I've heard from Pastor that speaking in tongues, speak every time. That's what I heard is, when that thing hit me, I started speaking that in tongue. inside coma. I was going
your subconscious was
speaking in tongues, speaking what I heard from the word pastor was preaching. And then somebody gave me this paper, our Rhapsody. I'm sorry I didn't bring it in early. Because from there, when the one they are sending me, when they say speak in tongues. So from there I practiced in tongues. But automatically when I went to this coma, I don't know how this tongue came. So it's good for people to be listening to the word of God. When pastor is preaching, there must be something in there you can pick that can help you. Because if I hadn't started listening to pastor, I told my husband I would have been gone. To be honest with you, I don't think I would be here giving this testimony, because I listened to Pastor Chris. Then I realized I can do it. Then when I was in that coma for 4 days, it was like I was there for 4 years. It was such a struggle. When I started speaking in tongues, I keep going. The whole thing that the tormentors there is before Pastor sir, I didn't know there is. When he said they are spiritual, I don't believe it. But I saw it in my eyes. Then when I was speaking in tongues, then all of them will leave me alone. When I speak in tongues, they leave me alone. When they will come back again. Oh, is she tired now? Then they come back again. I start speaking in tongue and quote the little Bibles, the verses I heard from Pastor Chris. So when all these things, trauma finished, then
all of this was in your subconscious.
In my subconscious, in coma, that nothing was here. The doctors think that I've gone. They were calling my husband to speak to me. I was telling them that they've carried me outside, and they took me outside the hospital. They said, telling me in that coma they are slaughtering me. But because I was praying, I was remembering that Pastor Chris' words, the word he was teaching during that. If I didn't listen to that word as from March 2020 to that July, I don't think I would be sitting here today. This is the word. And I was supposed to be a big Christian, testifying and going and dancing in church, but still, I have nothing in me. But
so tell us, so you came out of the coma. Tell us about it.
I came out of the coma, but before I came out of the coma, I called, Jesus, please help me. Pastor taught us that you can help me. If I come back, I will worship you. The way you want me to, I will worship you. I remember saying it. I was talking. What I heard in my language is, give me your hand. Did something turn me around like this? Give me your hand. I gave my hand. Then I was walking. It took me so much. So I said, can I be coming? I will hear, keep coming. Can I be coming? I will hear, keep coming. Then we came out. I came out somewhere. I started seeing something that is three cat houses like this. I saw the three of them. So the last one I asked after I saw those signs, I said, can I be coming? He said, come, keep coming. Until when I arrived, I didn't feel the hand again. It dropped me. I jumped into my body. I felt even when I went into my body. I said, Jesus! All of them there, the doctors, everybody were jumping, jubilating that I came back. Oh, Miss Hurricane, oh, are you all right? I said, yes, I am all right if it's not because of Jesus. They were, everybody,
This was when?
This was July 2020.
July 2020.
Yes.
Okay, talk to us. Since July 2020, when you came back and you received your healing, how have you been? And all of those symptoms you see experiencing, what is it like for you today?
I look like I'm 60-something years. Inside me, I look like I'm 16.
Actually, you look 16.
I am very, very, very strong. I am everything things I don't do before I do, because I can't run too much, I can't walk too much, I can't lift something. But now I can do them. I can do all this, and then I because of that I was looking for I was still asking for where can I see Christ Embassy, and I look in my area, none. The big testimony is that I knelt down and said, God, the only thing